over to Romano Gym finally, where the 10th ranked Bulldogs volleyball squad had a tough test trying to bounce back after yesterday's loss, and the road didn't get any easier with the 2nd ranked Golden Bears from Concordia St in the house. It was the annual Team Pink game as well, with breast cancer awareness the focus of everyone in the gym today. We start with an extremely close first set, Bulldogs on the serve, and it's the brick wall of Siana Selvichka and Grace Dack who stops the attack. UMD leads 9-8. Then with Concordia on the serve, time for the Dogs offense. Great setup to Selvichka, who hammers it home with authority. First set all square now at 15, but Concordia showed why they're number 2 in the team, the number 2 team in the country. Junior Emma Schmidt with the huge spike inbounds. Golden Bears take a slight 23-22 lead in the first set. Then the set point with Concordia up 1. UMD tries to set up the offense, but it scrapes off the top of the net, setting up senior Jamie Guptill, who makes no mistake about it. Point and set go to the Golden Bears, who complete the 3-set sweep to take the victory over the 10th ranked Bulldogs. It feels so good to say that the brooms are back out when hockey season is around.
Absolutely, yeah.
I love it.
A lot of sports today.
Of course.
All right, thanks, Alexis. We'll be right back.